Hi, Keith Townsend from the CTOadvisor.com with another VDM, Virtual Design Masters, 30 videos, 30 days. We're going to talk a little bit of enterprise IT and going through the impacts of digital transformation and the impact on governance or the IT organization in general. I actually stole this topic from Eric Nielsen and from VMware on the VMware Communities podcast because I've been going through I think this battle of IT not quite moving fast enough, or at least the perception that IT isn't moving fast enough for the business, and the business going ahead and forming their own individual IT teams to go to deliver value faster than what IT, traditional corporate IT, could do. Really interesting, I think, combination of thoughts and issues coming up. The guest on VMware Communities podcast was from The Economist. The Economist did a big study on the effectiveness of IT and the perception of IT, basically the impact of digital transformation. There's no doubt that IT teams are starting to spring up inside of individual business units. What had been a centralized service is starting to be spread out because of the impacts of digital transformation. The need for businesses to talk directly to customers using technology has created kind of this demand for IT that really never existed before. Because of that demand, IT is having a really tough, traditional IT is having a tough time scaling up to handle all of the demand. What do I mean by that? Specifically, let's say you're doing some type of research project and you want to spin up some Hadoop, some Spark, and import some data from a third-party location. This is not something IT would typically do in your, especially IT infrastructure. It's not something that we typically do. Businesses go out and they hire IT professionals to come in their organization, spin this up in let's say AWS, and then execute upon that strategic value that they're looking to achieve from IT. Can IT do that? Yeah, we can, but the problem becomes when that request starts to scale beyond our staff, and that staff is not only stretch to provide that technical solution, but understand the business deep enough to add value. And I think that creates this dynamic in which the business goes out, consumes services that fixes their immediate need. They get to a point where it's too big and that they start to administer disk storage, or distant storage is the same thing, but storage, network, compute, and they have to do all the things that IT had done before, and the business gets in this thing where they have to start dealing with the overhead of IT along with their SaaS and services from the cloud. So they come back to IT to say, hey, we have these problems and we've spun up this Cloudera and some Spark and whatever else, but the administration of the servers and security and networking and all that is turned out to be too much, or we need to consume IT data that's in the data center. So what's the answer? How do we deal with this? And I think the guy from The Economist had a very good approach to this, which is IT becomes kind of an internal consultancy. We could possibly do everything that these internal IT teams within that's embedded in each business unit can do. That they just know the business much more in depth than IT can across the whole landscape of business. The ideal is to create frameworks and capabilities that we can centralize, and we can get our businesses or our business units 80% of the solution, and then those individual IT teams can take the 20% and finish out the projects. What does that practically mean? You know what? We're still learning. I'm going to be honest. This is a tough problem. As we get our arms around enterprise IT in this new digital transformation, there's going to be pain. There's going to be the need to skill up, and then there's going to be the need to prioritize and let things fall and let the business run as far as they can run, and then we have to catch up later. It starts with having conversations. We have to talk to those IT teams. We have to engage those businesses. We can't say no, because saying no most definitely, I think, exasperates the problem. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Sorry, not a lot of answers, but a lot of food for thought. That's it for this VDM 30 and 30. Follow me on the web. I'm CTO Advisor just about everywhere. The CTO Advisor. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.